Hey guys, Mighty Gazelle here, back with more reading the My Hero Academia manga. This is chapter 330. Crazy, crazy number to be at. Um, yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens next, because the last we left off, we got teased at a fight coming up between Shigaraki and this brand new Star and Stripe character. Now, I've had grievances. I've talked about my grievances as to this Star and Stripe character appearing, but taking a step back, I need to realize that like Horikoshi has a plan for this stuff. I want to jump to conclusions. My only fear is I just don't want her to be like have this deep history with All Might in the past. But I can't jump to that assumption, right? I just kind of have to let it play out, and I'm just gonna enjoy it, okay? I want a really good fight. That's all I really want. And if I get that, whatever Horikoshi decides, I'll be like, okay, fine. But yeah, I just hope that her and All Might don't have a crazy past that has just been not mentioned this entire time. So before we begin, her quirk is so interesting to me. Like, what could it be? I've been thinking about this over and over and over again, and I might as well take one last couple of guesses before it's probably shown here. If they're gonna fight, it's gonna show what her quirk is. My official guess was some sort of gravity control, because I think her standing on this moving jet has to be a hint, right, as to what her quirk is. So I think she has some sort of ability to control gravity, or maybe it's like telekinesis. She can like keep herself standing there. I don't know. Like, I think it's something along those lines. I don't think it's just as simple as, oh, she's super strong or whatever. Um, I don't know. She has to be a big deal if All For One is freaking out about her, saying like, oh, she's actually a significant obstacle. He never praises anyone, you know. Um, so yeah, that's my kind of guess. Either like telekinesis or some sort of gravity control, something along those lines. It's something like, I don't know. Like, I can't even. I don't even. It's probably gonna be something really good if she's the leader of America's heroes. Anyway, um, okay. Let's just dive on in. First page, we get a colored. Okay, so this is the color front cover of Shonen Jump. We knew this was coming. This is actually really interesting. We have Deku and Shigaraki, kind of hands connected together, and it's that weird little gross hand hole thing that Shigaraki has. I think it's just disgusting. But yeah, cool shot, cool color panel. All right. Okay, chapter 330. Me and Myself. We get a jet fighter talking. By the way, again, these are the unofficial translations. I read these 2 days early just because I'm impatient. But I do always read the officials later. Someone commented in my prior video, like, why don't I share the actual panels? It's because you can get in trouble for that. And I have before in the past. So, all right, we get a picture of one of the fighters of the planes or whatever. All units deploy force fields and disengage. Autopilot. Negative star. That is Shigaraki Tomura. It appears he can utilize EMP blast as well. Oh, Roger. I think I read that in the wrong order. Roger that. Wing Commander Bravo. As we get yeah. So all the planes actually have some sort of force field ability. You see these bubbles appearing over them. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Chapter 330. Me and Myself. We get a shot of right behind of Star requesting final confirmation. Do we engage or retreat? Only one option left. Smash, she says. That's right out of All Might's repertoire. Smash. You know? All right. So yeah, we're diving on in. Copy that, says the pilot. Let's hope that at least one jet can make it back to base. Let me read this. This guy looks very like sad that she said engaged. Let me try to read this better. Copy that. Let's hope at least one jet can make it back to base. Because I bet you this shit's happened before. All right. All right, I want to see what her damn quirk is. Let's see it, please. By the way, there's no chapter next week. We know that Horikoshi / My Hero Academia is on a break next week, so I'm hoping this chapter doesn't end on a crazy cliffhanger, but it probably will if they're fighting right now. Take your formation, she shouts as we get. She's standing on her jet, and then you have the other jets like dispersing around her. Cool shot. It's time to exterminate a villain. If the rest of you fall in battle, I'll be sure to return your bodies to your families. Wow, that's kind of harsh. I mean, I guess it's like she's trying to be tough, you know. What is this weird sensation? Shigaraki says to himself as he's riding this flying Nomu. I know for a fact that I'm Shigaraki Tomura, but at the same time, I am undoubtedly myself, too. The chapter's name was, Me and Myself. I was wondering, okay, who is in control here? It looks like it's Shigaraki, but last we saw, All For One had his clutches in creepy ways, you know? Tien, All For One is talking here as he uses Boku as a pronoun, whereas Shigaraki uses or. Huh. Radio waves plus push plus load up. Since waking up, it's constantly been like this, Shigaraki says. Dodge, Star shouts as she jumps off of the plane, or at least into the air or something. Holy shit! All right. Shigaraki unleashes a huge radio wave, and just like the fighters said, their force field, it looks like it actually held up. Either they dodged it or the force field was able to block it. It looks like most of them got out of that. Shigaraki shouts, "Who do you think's gonna get the first touch in, Miss America?" Oh, I'm just trying to see who touches each other first. That's funny. And I see Star kind of jumping back, and she lands on another plane. Wow, she's done this before. They've practiced these maneuvers before. Even if I knew what other hidden abilities you have in store for me, I'd have no need to prepare for them. That's what it truly means to be the strongest there is, boy. Atmosphere, she shouts. Or she either thinks for herself or says this. Stars and Stripes quirk. Okay, here we go. What the hell is it? You see atmosphere, and she like makes a fist. The atmosphere from here to 100 meters in front of me will cease to exist. New order. What? What's going on here? She closed her fist, and then she said, the atmosphere from here to 100 meters in front of me will cease to exist. And then we get this giant star appearing over Shigaraki. After touching a target and calling its name, she is able to freely impose a new rule over it. Now perish, she shouts. After touching a target and calling its name, she is able to freely impose a new rule over it. That's what new order is? Gasp. As we get Shigaraki. What a horrifying quirk. I want it. Oh my god, what the hell? Is blood coming out of his eyes? Ew. Oh my god. Any freak who's able to come all the way up here surely wouldn't be finished just by that, she says. What the fuck is her quirk? Hopefully we'll see it in action here more. That's laser, she shouts. Fire, and then we get all the jets firing lasers at Tomura. He's just getting pelted by lasers. Holy shit. Direct hit. I think I brought him down. You idiot. I was the one who hit him first. They're typical Americans. I want credit. It's mine. I shot the gun. Oh god. It's not over yet, she shouts. Reflection plus refraction. Oh shit, and then Shigaraki, he basically like absorbed all the lasers and just fired them all back. That's okay, dude. We're seeing two Goliaths go at it. Please show her Quirk again. After touching a target and calling its name, she's able to freely impose a new rule over it. What the fuck does that mean? Oh my god, and she caught a laser. I can hold lasers, she says. What? So she touched it. The fact that she touched a laser and she said, I can hold lasers. Is that the rule she imposed? Okay, her quirk is broken. Hold up now. Let's keep going. His body is regenerating. The Japanese don't go away that easy. Kind of distasteful, unofficial translations here. The vacuum's come undone. Is this the limit of new order? Shigaraki thinks to himself. Creak, creak, as his arm creaking? Holy shit, now? He thinks. And, he jumps off the flying Nomu straight at Star. Star shouts, a super powerful aerial maneuver. Ha! Just where I wanted you to be. As she jumps off herself. Holy shit! And she punches the shit out of Shigaraki's face. Shigaraki Tomura. Stars and Stripes is only able to create and maintain 2 different rules at any given time. She uses the first on herself at all times to grant her super strength. Although it is incomparable to All Might's, it still is quite the threat. Interesting. Okay, wait. She can impose a rule on herself that makes her stronger? And then she says, it says it can do 2 different rules at any given time. So, one of her rules, she makes herself strong. And then the other one she just uses to fight. Or do whatever she wants. And I like how it mentioned, like, it makes her super strong, but it's not comparable to All Might's. But she still decked the shit out of Shigaraki here. That was sick. A long time ago, I was saved by a Japanese exchange student. While I was with my family near Santa Monica Pier, a runaway villain attacked us in our car. As I welcomed my death, I had only one thought left. Someone at least save my sister. Since then, those 2 long strands of hair have been ingrained in my soul. He became my spiritual master. And in so order to contribute with even greater force toward the maintenance of world peace, I styled my hair just like his. Don't tell me. Okay, first of all, that's great. I like how she was just saved by him and inspired by him. Someone in my, I think it was Jazz in the Discord. By the way, link in the description if you want to join. I think he said it was either him or Ken. I can't remember who had this prediction. That she would just she says master as she was inspired by him. I'm so glad he's right. That is great. Okay, I'm okay with that. I thought, and not only that, but I think, don't tell me that the girl, the family that All Might saved in the beginning of 2 Heroes was her. Because this looks like the scene when he's still wearing his Plus Ultra, like, sports jacket. Holy shit. Wow, a movie of all things coming in at a big spot in the manga. Okay, all right. There's a lot going on here. I haven't even fully digested the fact that her quirk is I don't know what kind of applications this can have, but the fact that All Might, I think this is the scene from the beginning of the movie where he drops down and protects that family in the car, and he's like. And he makes his, like, turn down, like, oh, I am here, and you know, all that stuff. Wow, okay. But instead, she says, with 8 long strands, she's explaining the hair. Okay, that's cool, too. Everywhere I go, it's always about All Might, says Shigaraki. Oh, he's probably pissed at this. He just... Yo! Horikoshi, listen. Listen. We know you like to draw beautiful women, but holy shit. We just get this beautiful close-up shot of Starlight. That's why he's the symbol of peace, she says. As she pins him against this jet. And she's just like looking at him like he's just so beneath her. And this like demeaning like grin smile. She looks beautiful. I'm not jumping on the train or anything, but that's why he's the symbol of peace, she says. Oh, and by the way, I both touched you and said your name. Oh shit, she's gonna apply a rule to him? Alright. How far can this rule thing go? That's kind of what I'm curious about. If Shigaraki Tomura were to move even an inch from this spot onwards, his heart will stop. That? You can do that? Okay. I was wrong about my prediction, but technically it's true. She could apply a you're God, kind of, in a smaller sense. Like, you could change... She removed the atmosphere 100 meters in front of her just by saying, oh, it's gone now. And now she has this stipulation where if Shigaraki moves, he dies? How is it? Okay, Shigaraki's getting wrecked, first of all. How the hell do you get out of this situation? What? Alright. Let's just continue. Shigaraki looks wide-eyed. I'm caught. As soon as I opened my eyes, I could already tell. We're getting a flashback to when they were in the Vestige world, I think. Become mine, dear brother. Yeah, this is when All For One was kind of morphing outside of like Shigaraki and like trying to like take control of him really creepily. As soon as I opened my eyes, I could already tell that I was in an extremely perilous situation. Usually it would take me 2 months to recover and become the me completely, but you're simply incredible, Tomura, All For One says, as he's just being creepy on Shigaraki's body. Your hate, your destructive impulses, he says. They have exceeded anything me or the doctor could have ever imagined. If I were to quantify it, we're around 97 or 80 or 97 or 98% right now. Okay, so shit, this is just them walking in that cave. Oh god. Okay, so yeah, he is close. So he came here 3 days early. But he like that date was accurate. Because he's still not complete. He's very close. If I were to quantify it, we're at around 97 or 98% right now. We're almost one. But we are neither All For One nor Shigaraki Tomura. A completely new being is emerging from within. What the fuck? No, he shouts. And Star's a little surprised by this. It's not working. Is he not Shigaraki Tomura? Whoa! Holy shit. Okay. So she imposed that crazy rule on him. But it didn't take effect because he's not Tomura Shigaraki anymore. This is fucking crazy. What the fuck? Hate me. Nurture that hatred even more. Your hatred will give birth to our glorious future. Oh god, what is going on? Shigaraki's hair just growing immensely. It's like long all of a sudden. What? It all began at that home. We're getting a flashback to Shigaraki's home. Slowly, His hatred accumulated. The fight reaches its conclusion as we get a bright flash in the sky with little bolts coming out of it. What the fuck is this chapter? Oh. Her Quirk. She's basically mini god. Am I the only one who's thinking this? Please tell me down below. Am I just imagining this? She could just do whatever she wants? You know what this reminds me of? She reminds me of like a light Yagami. Like she essentially has the Death Note. Like, you know how, like, spoilers I guess for Death Note if you read Death Note, if you haven't seen Death Note. But the whole premise of that is like he writes down how someone dies and they die. Obviously, she doesn't have to do it around death like Light does, but it's kind of like you write the exact specifics and circumstances of how you want that to like go down, and then it becomes like real. But her, she says anything she touches. Was she able to do that atmosphere disappearing thing 100 meters in front of her because she was touching the air? That's so crazy. So she can give two at once. One of them, she gives herself super strength. That makes sense, right? If you're gonna be a hero and you have that ability, you should probably have one of them always be super strength. Okay, that makes total sense. And she can do another one. By the way, the effect of her Quirk is crazy cool. I like how when she did the 100 meters out thing, that star appeared over Shigaraki. That's crazy. Dude, no wonder All For One wanted this Quirk. No wonder. Can you imagine All For One with this Quirk? Say goodbye to Japan, or however, like, whatever the resistance would be. Unbelievable. The end, it says, like, the fight reaches its conclusion. Is it just me? I don't think there's no way the fight's over after that. You just showed someone have arguably the most broken Quirk in the entire series, and it says the fight reaches its conclusion. But maybe it's the fight between her and what was left of Shigaraki, but now a new fight begins, right? With this new being and Star and Stripe. Because Shigaraki... Okay, so we've already got the metaphor with him emerging as like a moth or a butterfly as like this new creation. What the hell is he becoming now? What's after a butterfly? Because he's transforming again. His hair grew to a really gross, like, he looks like an old hag a little bit in that picture. Alright, I was wrong about Star and Stripe. Pretty much. I mean, she can do what I said because she could do whatever she wants. She could say, like, gravity here is times 100 or whatever, and boom, it just flattens someone. She could do telekinesis too? Wait, no, maybe not, because she has to touch this. She has to touch whatever it is. Okay, so telekinesis is still not technically something she can do. Like, she could touch an object and say, this object's gonna fly 100 miles per hour that way, and, like, mimic telekinesis, but no. Telekinesis would be like controlling things of the mind. Dude, like, the applications for this Quirk, could she just be like, I have telekinesis now? Like, is that a rule? Is that something you can do? This is the most broken Quirk. I don't know if there's limitations to that. It's still early to tell. But could you, like, what does a rule mean? Like, could you touch yourself and be like, I am now immortal? Could you do that? Like, is that, like, I can't take damage. Like, come on. What are the possibilities for this Quirk? No wonder she's the #1 hero. No wonder All For One feared this woman and said it was a gamble. Like, but like if man, if Shigaraki gets that quirk right now, if that's what's happening in this explosion at the end, I don't see it, man. I don't see how Deku can beat that. Like if Deku fought Star and Stripe right now, not that they would because they're both heroes, he would have a hard time beating her. Like holy shit. In fact, he'd probably lose just for the fact that like unlike Shigaraki, Deku doesn't have regeneration and like ability to heal himself rapidly. Um Versus Shigaraki, who was just put in a vacuum, basically. The atmosphere just appeared around him, and his eyes burst, and oh, that was so gross. And he lived. Like, if that you do that shit to Deku, he's dead, you know? Holy shit, she is stronger than I think anyone probably predicted. Absolutely insane. It's funny, she actually almost has, like, she's almost like Overhaul times 100, right? Because Overhaul, he kind of did that too, right? Like he would touch something and apply a new rule to it. Like he could deconstruct it and reconstruct it any way he wanted. Um, so they're actually kind of similar if you think about it, but obviously hers is stupidly better. You kidding me? Now the downside is there's a downside. I was thinking about this as I was reading. She has to say she she has to say the rule. Can she think it to herself, or does she have to say it? If she can think it to herself, that helps a lot because thought is way faster than what you can say, unless she's just mastered the fast talking, right? Um, this is so stupidly crazy. I kind of love it though, but it is broken. It's broken beyond belief. What are the applications for this quirk? And then the cliffhanger at the end, man, with the explosion. I also want to talk about I'm glad. I'm so glad. So my not only were people on my Discord correct about this, I am put at ease. I when she said my master's in trouble, I thought that All Might had a different disciple and all that, but no, it was just something as simple as All Might saving her as a small child, and she was influenced by him. And where's that picture at? Okay, so she was. So this is back All Might like college years, with Dave and stuff. So let's say All Might's 2021 here. This little girl is clearly like 5. So All Might being 15 years older than her, we'll just call it roughly. And if is All Might late 50s or is he mid 50s? He's like, All Might's like mid to late 50s, right? So she's probably about 40. She looks great for 40. She had some glamour shots in here for sure. When she pins Shigaraki against this jet, she has no earthly reason to look at him with those eyes that she does. But Horikoshi, he's a mad lad. This is a great chapter. We're at, like I thought, we're ending on a cliffhanger. There's a break next week, which great. Horikoshi, take your break. You deserve it. I think you should take more breaks personally, but you know what? That's okay. Insane chapter. Insane. Her quirk is stupidly insane, but I kind of love it. And now that I know she's not super actually connected to All Might, I can much more just enjoy this character for what she is. And that being said, she could just be dead now. So I guess I'm kind of late to that one if that's the case. But I don't think she's dead here. The fight that it says at the end that the fight's done. I don't buy that. I just like I said, I think it's a misleading thing. Like, oh, the fight reached its conclusion, but maybe it was just like between Star and that form of Shigaraki, and now it's a new combatant. Which, man, you already think that like Shigaraki leveled up and evolved already, but no. Nah, man, he's he's still going. He's still unlocking new things. But that's crazy though. You have All For One, the actual All For One, sitting in a chair in this cave way back in his little hideout. And then you almost have like a different All For One that's like what the hell is he going to become? He says we're no longer All For One or Shigaraki. We're something new. Well, dude, watch this new form just go and kick the shit out of old Potato Face. That'd be so funny. I don't know. I my fear is we're gonna get a satisfying like death to the actual body of All For One, and then it's gonna be like, ho ho, I'm still alive in your body. Like I don't know. Anyway, great chapter. Quirk broken as hell. I think. I think that like there's so many applications to this that just now we haven't really got a full explanation as to all of it, but oh god. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and sorry for getting this out a little bit later than normal. I usually get up at 1:30 a.m. to record these when they come out, and I got up at 6, roughly. I know, shame on me. I just wanted some sleep. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, this has been Mighty Gazelle, hoping you all have a mighty day. See you guys.